Alright guys, well here we are. It's been a whole nother year and it is the day before the opener rifle here in A-Zone for California. So got my two kids with me for the opening weekend again. But we're gonna get up in here, we're gonna hike up into a spot and check a bull that we're gonna try to hunt probably tomorrow morning. See a little bit of sign, but not as much as I was hoping for this area compared to normal. But it looks like there's been some work in here. But anyways, we'll go see what we can do for a scout mission. I'm hoping to get a decent inventory idea. There's a couple decent bucks I saw in here last year, one really good one. So we'll see if any stuck around for the year, didn't get wiped out by lions or something. See if we can get eyes on anything good for the morning. But also, we got some Bucks and Boils hats. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see I got a couple other colors. I got a gray and black, brown and tan, and then the orange and gray for the meet the hunting requirements. But see what happens. It's a little bit warm, but it's not too bad. So we'll get to hiking here in a moment and see what we can come up with. All right, we're working our way in still. We've already seen two does and a spike. Spike was actually really big. It's just a spike, big old body on him, heavy antlers, but he's a spike. So we're almost to the spot. I'm gonna go peek over, but it's about 5 o'clock right now. So I'm hoping they should start getting up on their feet. Although those three deer are already moving around. So I'll see. Here's one of them. There was two. We just sat down. I haven't even started glassing yet. I saw these with my naked eye out here. I don't see the second one. But we'll keep looking. It's tough to find them in the camera right now because the sun's right on my back, putting a gnarly glare on the camera lens. See if any others come out though. Just sat down. Well, did not go quite like I had hoped this evening. Ended up seeing, I think, 4 deer in this bull that I'm watching. No bucks. On the backside here, I saw 7 or 8 does and fawns. But yeah, I don't know. Might end up going somewhere else in the morning, so we'll see. I'm glad I got in here to check it. Gives me something to think about. This brush is a lot taller than it was last year. Every year it seems to go up a couple feet, man. It's just, I was hoping it was gonna die because last year it looked pretty dead, but with all this rain this past season, it clearly got its second wind. We'll see. Might end up winging it in the morning. I don't know. See how it goes. It's kind of tiny. I don't know if they're gonna shoot me. Oh, you guys want a buck today?
How big is he?
Not that big. But if we take him, kind of just hang out and relax for the weekend.
I do like black. I don't know,
What do you want to do, JC? You want to shoot him or do you want to leave him?
Hold out for a big buck? Because we're probably going to find...
Alright, well, we made it in here. We walked in and I was talking to the boys and I wasn't really paying attention. And I happened to look behind us and there's a decent fork run, like 80 yards. But he ended up walking right behind this big old huge rock. I've never seen him yet. It's just like a cliff off the backside. So we waited for a minute. He never came out our end. So he definitely went off that steep side. But it's still pretty early. Got about 3 hours left, 3.5 hours left to shoot time. Just look, I just got up right in front of us. What do we got here? Little doe. Little doe. So the deer just starting to get up. This is within 5 minutes. I think this is our third or fourth deer now. So the others are really far away. This one's only about 150 yards. Give it a few more minutes. We'll see if a buck steps out with her. But yeah, it's been pretty slow tonight. That's for sure. All right. We saw one forky came walking by like 80 yards and went behind a big rock. Nothing special. So we kept on going. We saw a spike and probably about a dozen does and fawns. It's not the deer numbers I'm used to seeing in this particular spot. So the quest continues. See what tomorrow has in store, I guess. Alright, I think we're going to call day 2 a bust. I'm not going to hunt the evening. All I had was the morning, and this trail that I hunted off of last year is so overgrown. I plowed through as much of it as I could, but I still have a couple hundred yards to be able to get to the section where you can actually see where the deer are. And it's already hot. It's like 3 hours into shoot time. I haven't seen crap on the hills, so I think we're gonna call it a day, and that'll be the end of the first trip. I'm gonna try to come back this next week and see if we can have a little better luck with the fog. Hopefully, the fog doesn't kill us again. We'll be able to put a buck down, but I don't know. It wasn't good. I didn't see any decent bucks this trip. Oh, I saw one that was a little bit above average, but didn't get a chance at him. Didn't get a chance to film him. So I'll do it, I think. And hopefully we have better luck in a week. All right, guys, we're back at it. Just met with the sun this trip. So this is supposed to be my 3rd day of the season. We'll see what we can do, but we're gonna be trying out the new bino harness. I'll get some better video of it in a bit, but we're gonna try out the TideWe bino harness, and so far it's pretty cool, man. Because with a let me try to get that. You got the rangefinder attachment. You got a little pocket here in the front. You got a double flap here to gain access to your binos. Another little pocket in there, and then you got your side thing here for the I keep my wind checker in there, and at the bottom here you have a rain fly for it. So pretty happy with it, man. It's pretty good. So we'll see how it holds up during the season. I'm gonna use it out here. My only concern is really this little bungee is a little bit thin. I hope I don't get it snagged up on some brush, but we'll see. Gotta run it. And then the straps are nice and wide, but we'll get some better video of it in a bit. But if you guys go to TideWe's website, use promo code SJ18, it'll get you 18% off on it. So I'll keep using it this season, and I'll give you updates as I go. All right, this is our evening view tonight. Not a ton of deer sign in here, but I'm not wanting a ton of deer sign. I just want one big old buck that wants to be by himself. So we'll see if he comes out. This is going to be a lot closer range than I normally hunt. My furthest shot can only be 330 yards. Most of it's going to be like 200 or less. So I'm going to have to be real quiet tonight. So far, no change. We saw a doe and a spike all the way up in here. We had a guy walk up behind us, so pockets, but when you do, there's a good chance of it being a good one. Alright, we got our first deer of the night. I couldn't tell if it was a buck. It looks... yeah, it's a doe, it looks like. Can't tell really. If it is a buck, it's not a good one. I got those little twigs right in the way, so it makes it hard to film. Oh, there's another one. Second one came out. That one's a definite doe. Yeah, that one's a doe. I couldn't tell on that first one though. Alright, so it's morning of, this will be my 4th day on it. Looks like we're gonna get a break from the fog, so we're gonna head up in there and see what we can do. If we do get that break from the fog, we're doing pretty good. I think we're gonna have a decent chance. So we'll at least be able to see. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna load up the packs and head up the ridge. It's not too bad. Maybe a 1/4 mile walk to where we're gonna start glassing. And we're just gonna run the ridges from there. See if we find anything heading back to bed. 2 more. I think they're does. I'm trying to find. I saw a decent buck down in here underneath of us, but I lost him in the brush. So, yeah, these ones are does, it looks like. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes trying to find this buck, but if I can't, then I'm gonna continue down the ridge. Buck. He's not wide. He's not wide at all. Let's see what range is on it. So he is 537 yards, which is doable. But I think we're gonna run down this ridge to the right and see if we can cut the distance. Okay, just catching my breath. That buck's still right there. I'm gonna peek over and I hope he doesn't see me. Make sure I'm unzoomed. Hope he doesn't see me. And then we're gonna range him. Get set up for a shot.
Buck. Right down there.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah. He's a buck, buddy. But this buck's bigger on this side. There's this guy. Let's get a range on him. It's gonna suck getting him out of there. Four and a half minutes. Okay. Have to go. Actually move a little bit. Gotta reposition. Because he's in I gotta get somewhere where I can actually shoot, but still monitor the camera. Stoned him.
Dropped him.
He's done.
He's not getting back up.
He's done.
He's done. Let's go.
Yeah, he's dead. Heck yeah.
Let's go. Oh. Landed the season on a good one.
High five, my man. Oh, I can't really see 'cause the sun, but we got him done, man. It was just over 400-yard shot, 4.5 minutes of adjustment, and put it right on his shoulder and laid him out. I'll tell you what, those hammer bullets, man, for lead-free ammo, those things just rock them. I've shot deer from 100 yards out to, I think my furthest with them now is, I shot a pig at 542, and everything those things hit, man, just boom, dumps them every time. I think the furthest we've had a deer go is just a couple of steps, and then they're done. So awesome for lead-free. I mean, good bullet overall. But it's my first day with these suckers running around, and I'm pretty happy with them, man. They're a little drawstring, hasn't been a problem walking through all this brush, and they're quiet. So I'm still gonna hunt with my brother. He still has a tag. My nephew has a tag. So we'll still be out here probably for at least the rest of today, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I'll get to hang with them or play with them a little bit more. But no, so far I'm liking the way they work. They're real comfortable, nice and quiet. I'm not a fan of the other camo. It's like a back east camo. If you're whitetail hunter, it probably works great. But here out west, we usually like a little bit different patterns, or the plain tans and browns. So I went with the brown, and yeah, no, I'm digging it. I'll put a link in the description on this video when I post it. It'll have their website, and I'll have the promo code, the SJ18, if you want 18% off TideWe. But now we got some work to do because that sun's coming up, and I got to decide if I'm going to dive all the way down this thing and then back up and run out the spine, or if I'm going to run the spine down and hike down to him. Either way, it's not good, but we got to do one of them. A little good luck charm, knuckle bump, man. Always getting it done. Every time I take this guy, we get a buck. All right, we're still walking to go get this guy. This where I shot him is like it's a big horseshoe, the ridgeline. So I had to sneak down the far side of the horseshoe to get a broadside shot on. But yeah, he turned, gave me a clean broadside, and I didn't look for the video to see where I hit him, but I'm assuming it was right in the shoulder, because it just dumped him. And we're coming up to the spine now that he was at the bottom of course. They're never at the tops. They are when you're scouting, and then when you get a chance to shoot one of them, they're always at the bottoms. So we got to dive down there, and it's steep. But once you get to the main ridge, it's still uphill, pretty much almost all the way back to the truck. But it's a somewhat gradual after that. But we'll get down there, see what he is. I don't think he's anything crazy. He's just, to me, he just looked like an average forky. But what made it kind of cool to me was, and I could be wrong when I get there, but when I was looking at him, he looked a lot like the very first buck I ever shot. And I like that buck that I shot. So it made him look pretty cool. You know, he had dark antlers, and sorry, that sun's probably blinding, but yeah, he had dark antlers, and he reminded me a lot of that first buck. So it had, I don't know, just kind of, it was a buck I liked. You know, sometimes they don't need to be big to like them. And I want to go bass fishing again, so I got plenty of other tags. So I figure I'll punch this one. Second weekend, day 4 hunting for me. Punch this tag and do a little bit of bass, striper fishing. I know the boils have started, so I might be able to go chase some striper boils. And yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See if we can find him. I think he's close by. Let me know if you see anything. path to the left, I think.
Found him.
Found him?
Found him.
Go check him out, man.
Shoulder shot.
Shoulder shot. He looks fat. But I can't tell if he didn't look that big. He just looks like a average little buck. Get in there and grab his head. Let's see what he is. Yeah, he didn't look like anything special. Just an average A-zone buck, I think.
Hold this.
Yeah, he's actually kind of narrow.
Looks. Two by two.
2x2. Yeah, he's not very big. Not a very big buck. He's actually probably a little bit below average. But it was a cool hunt. We were up on this ridge, made a good spot on him, pretty far out, and me and my boy hiked all the way around this big horseshoe to get in range, or better range of him. So we ended up shooting him at I think it was 390 is what it ended up being.
397.
But that hole right there that you can see on that shoulder, that's the exit wound. That's a hammer hunter right there, 124 grain slug out of a 6.5 PRC, and that is one hell of an exit hole for lead free. So, like I said, he's definitely not a big buck, but I have a lot of tags this year, so I wanted to knock this dude down so I can kind of relax and go on my X zone hunt and have meat, so I don't have to worry about having tag soup. You know, if I don't find a good buck, I might get tag soup, who knows. But it's starting to warm up, so I'm gonna get to working on this dude. And saw a couple other smaller ones than him, which made him look bigger. But yeah, I'll take him. It's a decent hunt, good shot, dumped him. And we're gonna continue on with, I guess we're gonna go do some bass fishing, huh, Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make some bass fishing videos.
Yeah, maybe we'll do some bass and stripers, but A-zone's done. All right, well, that is it. I got this little D-doll chopped up. Uncle and my brother showed up, my nephew. They took a huge chunk of the deer. It's just gonna make my pack out a lot easier. And he wasn't big, he's small, but now I get to go bass and striper fishing for a few weeks before the next tag opens up. So I gotta go straight uphill through a lot of brush for a while now. So I'm gonna turn off the camera and get to hiking, and I am looking forward to a cold soda. But that's gonna do it for me for A-Zone for 2023. Next one, we'll be off to X12, and I'm hoping for something a little better there. So we'll hold out there for a while, see if we can get a good one. But until then, that is it.